Good evening and welcome to this special broadcast as we are filing live and direct from the newsroom of Celebration. Today we set aside our deadlines, our datelines and our bylines to gather not as reporters chasing stories, but as a family writing the final paragraph of a remarkable year. In the grand newspaper of 2025, this evening is our bold front page headline, a story of resilience, a story of celebration and unbreakable spirit of correspondents who keep our nation informed. This year has been to us across the landscape of Nigeria and particularly in Abuja, breaking stories, tough interviews, long road trips and sometimes even longer editorial notes and dangerous travels. We have chased news across deserts of uncertainty and forests of complexity. Yet, we always return the facts, polished like primetime packages. And so tonight, we put down our microphones, switch off our recorders, and take a moment to celebrate the people behind the stories, the reporters whose pens never run dry, whose lenses never blink, and whose courage never goes off air. But much more than that, we also celebrate friends and others in the stakeholding business who have made our work easy and made it newsworthy. So let this evening be a commercial break from the pressure of our profession, our editorial pause, our chance to laugh, to unwind, and to create memories worth publishing in the magazines of tomorrow. So dear colleagues, tighten your seatbelts. Our party frequency is live. The mood is high, the definition is strong, and the signal is beautiful. Once again, I think we should put our hands together for the organizing committee as well as our chair for choosing today to do this. Please, can we celebrate him? And so, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to begin quickly, we will take the welcome address. And the one to do for us this is the one who we refer to as the headline that never fades, the compass that keeps our reporting aligned with truth, fairness, and professionalism. He is our chairman, and under his watch, our chapel has not just reported news, we have made progress. We have shaped narrative, we have built a stronger community of journalists who stand tall in the defense of press freedom. Dear colleagues, please join me in welcoming our leader, whose integrity deserves a full-page spread, a comrade whose definition deserves prime-time spot, the chairman of the corresponding chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Comrade Felix Ojo. Please put your hands together for him.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. You're all welcome. I'm so excited to see your faces today. Thank you for attending our party, end of year party for 2025. God bless. MC, you have my paper. I carry your paper. Thank you very much. Very wonderful. First of all, I would like to welcome everyone that come here by the grace of God to attend this meeting today. And I would especially want to welcome the Director General, National Blood Service Agency, Professor Sally Yuguda. Thank you for coming out, sir. We appreciate you. Also, former Director General, National Senior Citizen Center, Dr. M.M. Omakere. You are welcome, ma'am. Thank you, absent. Then I welcome the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, our own, ably represented here by Comrade Yaya Indakoso. You are welcome, sir. I also want to welcome our Assistant National Secretary, our own Comrade Chita Onyebushi Ize. You are welcome, sir. I also want to welcome our Secretary of Council, our famous Secretary of Council, Comrade Jide Oyekunle. Thank you, sir. Also, we have here Assistant Secretary of Council, Comrade Sharon Emefie. I welcome the Secretary, Women for Women, FCT chapter, Mrs. Tina Jeto. You are welcome. Also in our midst, we have the Director of Blood Service, National Blood Service Agency, Tony Abubakar. Thank you for turning up. I also want to welcome my able escorts. I welcome our leaders in the chapel. I welcome our leaders in the FCT chapel, our veterans. I won't be mentioning names because of our time. And I especially welcome all the guests in this gathering. On behalf of our chapel, the correspondent chapel of the FCT, you are welcome. First, I would like us to know that this is the FCT correspondent chapel of the NUJ. We are a professional body and trade union. The chapel is the largest and most valuable chapel in the FCT. Take note of that. And to many here, the composition of the correspondent chapel may not be strange to you, but to our guests who may likely want to know that the correspondent chapel is the largest congregation of journalists in the FCT and perhaps in Nigeria, aggregating journalists from the different states, that is the 30 states of the Federation, representing different media. We are not just a large group of journalists in terms of media composition. We are balanced and well represented. We are composed of all kinds of media, from the print, radio, television, online, and the new media. Our members are also skilled in other related professions, in public relations, advertising, marketing, research, advocacy, etc. And among us are lawyers and civil society and rights advocates. Our diversity and dynamism is a testament that we are not just journalists, we are the media. In fulfillment of our mandate as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the freedom of the press has guaranteed to make sure that there was a forum for the sharing of information and open debate that would lead to informed citizens capable of to govern itself. This is one of those forums that we are in. Even as we party today, we are still fulfilling mandates. Do you acknowledge that? Yes. Yeah. Yes, stakeholders under this group and beyond, thank you for your support in kind and health. With your support in the year 2025, we have empowered life through different programs. In May, we organized health awareness and social welfare engagement seminars. Dr. Ene Omokaro was a blessing in that gathering. Comrade Tita Oyebushi Inze was also a blessing in that gathering in party life. In August, we organized a lecture supported by Stillwater Foundation, where Dr. Femi Layoke imparted the Congress on the benefits of conflict resolution. In September, we organized a media engagement workshop on the role of the media in safe and adequate blood for Nigeria, sponsored by the National Blood Service Agency. Distinguished guests, you can see how hardworking we are, as we remain the under fourth estate of the red in the society, a forgotten estate, left in the allocation system and welfare benefits, despite the enormous tax placed on us to the people to inform, educate, defend the fundamental rights of Nigerian citizens, and even to ensure that they are happy by entertaining them. We are hitherto dependent on donations and sometimes collaborations as a gateway to achieving our goals, which is not sustainable. Our roles as media involve safety, health and emergency communication, and more taxing as a watchdog of the society, holding government accountable. Today, we urge the government at every level to pay attention to various challenges facing the media in discharge of their duties and responsibilities to the society. To our partners, thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Let us sustain this relationship to the good of the people and the society. We need more support in resources, material training and retraining, welfare support, mobility, logistics, to ensure that we get to our peaks in time. With your maximum support, together we can make Nigeria great. We need more support. That's what we are saying, sir. Amen. And dear esteemed colleagues, thank you for your resilience, even in coming out today to give attention to this matter. Do not be discouraged. Keep the fire burning. Be resilient. We have spoken. I repeat, we have spoken, and our stakeholders are here. They have heard us, and the help has come. Enjoy the rest of the event, and thank you for coming. God bless you.
Please, can we put our hands together properly for the chairman? Can we celebrate the chairman properly, please? While the chairman was speaking, one of our very strong support system walked in. For over 20 years, she had worked extensively in the field of aging, and somebody says she really has not aged a bit. May I especially celebrate the former Director General for the National Senior Citizen Center and founder of Dave Omokaro Foundation, Dr. Amen Omokaro. You're welcome, man. Thank you very much. I remember many years ago I was doing a research on aging, and I went to meet one of my uncles who was 75 years old. And I told him, I said, sir, what are the signs that will show me that I'm becoming old? And he said, there are three major things. I said, okay. I called it a pen and paper. And I wrote it. I said, what is it? He said, the first one is that you will begin to forget a lot of things. So I wrote it down, memory loss. So I looked at him and said, sir, what are the remaining two? He looked me straight in the eyes and said, my son, honestly, I have forgotten. I came a little late for that research. But distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we're here, and very quickly we will take another message in a bit. As we prepare for that, we will work very closely to ensure that we do this going forward. Today, I also want to specially appreciate the legal advisor for the council, who has worked very hard in the last 1 year to be sure that we do not fall foul of the law. Barrister Aki Orimolade, please put your hands together for him. May I also especially appreciate Comrade Editor Osisam Ede. Sir, Osisam Ede, please put your hands together for him. He's the Secretary of the Press Center Management Committee or Management Board. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. In a kind of way, he's our landlord for today. If he asks us to go outside now, we'll have no option. But put your hands together for him. Thank you. May I also especially appreciate a journalist who had gone ahead to become a security consultant, even teaching those who know how to navigate Sambisa Forest, Dr. Isiaka Mustafa. Please put your hands together for him. May I also especially appreciate the former general manager for Love FM, senior reporter for ITV, and general manager also for High FM Kaduna, Mr. Alpha Jackson. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. We also have Princess Halima Hamza. Please put your hands together for her. Thank you very much, ma'am. This correspondent chapel end of year party has brought a lot of people out, and we appreciate you for coming. May I especially appreciate the man who only recently released a book that is fighting against drug abuse. Let's especially appreciate Ghana Must Go. Comrade Ogaba, thank you very much. Ogaba Edu has been writing and drawing for many years. May I also especially appreciate another woman, chairman of the ITV chapel. She had also gone well, uphill task, not only of driving to the station that is on top of a hill, but also walking against the odds in an uphill task. Comrade Charity Markov. Charity Markov Funaya, please clap for her. Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue with the recognitions, but I want to tell us that the most important aspect of today is the fact that we are meeting. Thank you very much. Can we once again appreciate our choir mistress for doing a good job? Please clap for her, clap for her. She has been training the FRCN and NTA choir for the past 5 days, so her voice may have gone because of that practical training she's doing. Thank you, ma'am, for helping us. Please put your hands together for her. Thank you. Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, so that we are in order and we are together. Can we, those of us at the back, can we move a little to the front? Can we move, please? Just make sure there's no MCCs in the front. Hello? Those at the back, can we move? Can we move? Thank you. Let's move and cover. From here, it's not looking too nice. Those at the back on that side too, can we move to the front? Thank you very much. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the year where we gather to unwind. But today we have also been allowed with our special guests who will share with us opportunities for collective bargaining and unionization. And she also came in as a rescue team for our embattled choir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speaker for today is one who stepped forward like a gardener of humanity. One who knows that welfare is the water of sunshine and without which any community will wither. As the one, she speaks for opportunities for the collective bargaining and unionization. She frames them as a sheltering roof built with many hands. structure strong enough to protect workers' dignity and dreams. Her life work reinforces her message. Each year, she feeds over 10,000 families, proving that compassion is not charity but infrastructure. The quiet bridge that carries people from scarcity to strength. In her vision, unions become not just negotiating tables, but communal kitchens where fairness is served warm and welfare becomes shared fire that keeps every member of the society cold. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'll need your attention as I bring our speaker. I need you to listen, I need you to take notes, but above all, I need us to appreciate her, to show her that we love her and we appreciate what she's doing. Can we put our hands together as I invite Ambassador Angoni David Ume, founder, Hope Raisers Global Foundation. Please put your hands together for her as she speaks to us about the issues of collective bargaining and understanding unionization. Please put your hands together for her.
Thank you so much, Mr. MC. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to stand on the existing protocol. I appreciate everyone on the high table, and I greet especially, and I greet all the VIPs in this place. You all are well appreciated. And I want to say Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas in advance. Thank you so much. So it's a pleasure to be in your midst this afternoon. Before I kickstart with the assignments that is on my hand, I want to say a very big thank you to the Nigerian Union of Journalists, FCT Council. I want to say thank you especially to my own friend. Actually, I became a friend to the NUJ FCT sometime last year. Last year, I think, yes, when I was invited under the auspices of my foundation, Hope Raisers Global Foundation, to train some of our women on what is evolving, how the world has evolved, to train them on technology. And we had a very fantastic time. We got to know ourselves, and one of them in particular, I call her Glamma, she's glamorous. She is, in fact, she's humane. She is very empathetic. She is compassionate. She is someone that I am glad that when we were called upon, though we were quite busy, but we took upon ourselves that responsibility to train our women. And then we got to know ourselves, and ever since, once I call for a publication of the work we do at the foundation, she does it for me for free. I want to publicly ask that each and every one of us appreciates my own sister. My sister that I got in this association or this council. She's no other person than Glamma Joy Idam. Please, let's appreciate her. Thank you so much. You may not understand. The work we do at the foundation is not an easy work in any way. Especially every time you hear people talk about funding, we don't look at funding. We just go ahead and do what we have to do. To salvage, to nurture, to empower, to take care of the less privileged, the disadvantaged in our society. And this December, it's our custom anyways, every December, to carry out a food drive that goes through the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. It's not easy, it doesn't come cheap. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of resources put together. It's a lot of NGOs coming together, but spearheaded by Hope Raisers Global Foundation, and it is tagged Project Christmas with Hope. So if you want to join us, after now, when I finish the assignment that's in my hand, please just come and meet me and join us. Don't come and, like I told some people, I said, all the mails we've been getting are mails of people saying, please, I need food, please, I need food. No, that's not the kind of mail I want to hear, or that's not the call I am asking for. The call and the mails we want to get is how can we lend our hands, how can we support financially, how can we donate in kind these raw food items that we are taking to the less privileged. And something about giving. The truth of the matter is, each and every one of us seated here, we can give to a family. this December to put smile on their faces, to help them cushion the effects of the economy in their lives. You may ask me, but me, I'm also struggling. We all are actually struggling. But the truth of the matter is, you are not at that position that you need food to be on your table. So because you are not at that position, it is very possible that if you plan it, you can also help another family put food on the table. True or false? True or false? Please, my sisters over there, I would just like us to have this conversation because it's very important. When we are in a gathering like this, let's try our best to pay attention, because one of the things that is killing our country is lack of attention. We really don't pay attention to details, things that we are supposed to correct. We as adults, we are the ones even spoiling those things. So please, as we are here, let's just try to pay some level of attention. Is that okay? Are we together? Are we together? Thank you very much. I would like to do something very quickly. Please, can we all stand up? Can we all stand up? We've been sitting for quite some time, and I think we don't have anybody that is less than 25 here. We are all between 27 and above. So it's always good when we come together, we shake our bodies from time to time so that our lungs and every other organ in our body can have some kind of movement. So can you just walk to your neighbor, because it's very important. Maybe you know everybody here, but I doubt because you don't know me. Just walk to one person, only one person, and tell them your name, tell them what you do, and if possible, exchange numbers. Because where the world is right now is at a place where what thrives and what helps us to get what we are looking for is collaboration. And how does collaboration come? Collaboration comes when we are in gatherings. We don't just come sit down and leave at the end of the day, but we try to get to know ourselves. We get to know at least one person. Sir, please don't stand. Even if I'm the one, please come and talk to me. Let's get to know ourselves. Collaboration is very key. It is important. Everyone, anytime you are out of your house, please get to know somebody. Yes, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Collaboration is the order of the day. Just now, I have gotten another journalist who is also going to be publishing what we do at the foundation. So please do not stand. Meet someone. Meet someone. You see what I'm talking about? You can imagine. So, all right, can we all come back to our seats? You can imagine, this is what we are talking about. Yes, all right, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to be very quick with the assignment that is on my hand because we have already taken some time, and it was very important that we took that time. Can we all sit down, please? Thank you. Thank you. Can we sit? How come the place is looking empty now? Is it that because I said we should get to know ourselves, we have all gone outside? Okay. One house. Thank you, everybody. Can we just put our hands together for ourselves for a job well done? Okay. So what is before me is a theme, the opportunities for collective bargaining and unionism, the place of welfare. Today we're going to talk about a topic that affects workers. It affects students, artisans, and even tech professionals. without them realizing it. This topic affects each and every one of us, and yet we do not even realize it. We do not pay attention to it because maybe we feel, no, it's just for the leadership of these bodies. But please stay with me. Collective bargaining isn't agitation. Most of the time when you hear about collective bargaining, somebody will tell you, okay, are we coming out for a kind of peaceful protest? Are we coming out to riot? No, that is not what it's about. It's not about agitation. It's simply organized conversations between the workers and employers to create fairness, dignity, and shared progress. Because at every single point in time, wherever you are, the truth of the matter is you have a stake. And that is exactly how we are supposed to live our lives. You are one of the members. Hello, 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 hello. The distraction is quite much. Can we just please pay attention for the next few minutes that I'll be at your faces? Please. It's distracting, please. All right, thank you so much. Like I said before, I said collective bargaining is not about agitation. It's simply organized conversations between workers and employers to create fairness. There has to be fairness at the place of work. There has to be fairness wherever we find ourselves. Because the first and most important thing is that we must always understand that we are human beings first before anything. Before you bring in that extra thing that you have that makes you outstanding, you have to understand that you are human, and let's be humane. Let's have that human feeling. Let us allow our consciences to work. Dignity. We have to create dignity. There should be dignity of labor. No matter the person that is serving, whether the person is at the gate, whether it's a cleaner, there is dignity in labor, because no matter what you do, as far as you're meeting with your responsibilities, you're paying your bills, it is legit. It is legit, and it must be respected. The man at the gate is not to be disrespected. And then shared progress. We must be able to look at the progresses that we are making, write them down, celebrate the wins of the employees. Because without the employees, there is no office, there is no company, there is no organization. You know, in this part of the world, we like titles. The CEO, the founder, yes, you see us raise our shoulders. But it is more than that. It is not just about that name that you bear, but it is about the leadership quality that you have, and then the way you treat people who are working under you. What collective bargaining really means? Collective bargaining is like going to the market as a group instead of going alone. Just listen to me and listen carefully. If you go alone, the price can be anything. But by the time you go together, the seller knows you are serious. And then what happens? Your voice carries weight. Imagine what's happening in our country today. We talk about incessant price increase. You go to the market today, I know that the women will bear me witness. You go to the market today, the price is different. Maybe you want to buy a kilo of beef, and then today the price is 8,000, tomorrow the price is 9,000, the other day it is 9,500. The price changes. But by the time we come together as a people, as a community, and then we go to the Association of Meat Sellers, will they listen to us or not? Because we can tell ourselves that, okay, if we want this to stop, for the next 2 weeks, we are not going to buy meat. Who is going to suffer the loss? Because there are alternatives. We can as well do chicken, or we could do fish, or there's turkey. We have alternatives. So collective bargaining is very important and essential. When we come together, our voices are amplified. In the workplace, collective bargaining allows employees to negotiate. I don't know why we are so afraid. People are always afraid to talk. I remember some years back when my husband got a job with MTN. One of the things that they were supposed to give to him to simplify his work was what they call TOT, tool of trade. And he was supposed to get a driver and a hillock to simplify his work. It wasn't coming forth. The first week passed, second week, 1 month, and then he had to shout out. He called some of their workers, they came together, and they wrote to management. So everybody started calling him TOT. Somebody said TOT, tool of trade. But this is what we were promised. It is not being given to us. And everybody is just, hiding at the back of the other. Nobody was wanting to speak out until he spoke out. He spoke out, the tool of trade was given, but it was not so easy. You know what it means. By the time your voice comes out and you are the cheerleader, you also have to get ready for the consequences, because usually there are consequences, though it is not supposed to be. It is because of those consequences that is why our voices today, our voices are dying. We do not even, talk back at the government. When things are going out of hand, there is insecurity, you are hiding because you don't want anybody to come and arrest you. But it is well. In the place of work, collective bargaining could also be negotiating better salaries. When the salary is, the take home is not taken home. It is the right of the workers to do what? To bargain. You renegotiate. There has to be safe working conditions. What conditions are you working under? Is your office space very hot? It is difficult for you to comprehend with your work. The assignment you've been given, you can't even, you can't function because of the heat that is in the environment, and you can't even talk about it. It is very wrong. One of the things that we're looking at is that the work environment, the conditions, both physical conditions, psychological conditions, emotional conditions must be put in place so that the workers can work maximally. Insurance and medical support. How many of you know that it is your right when you're working in your office to have insurance and medical support? I remember as a very young girl, after youth service, I served with Bank of Industry. I was retained with Bank of Industry, and I started earning because we have good working environment, we have good support systems, and everything was just flowing so perfectly. So I started telling people that, I started preaching to young people that if you're looking for a job, these are the things that you should look out for. I didn't understand that it's not always like that, because some work environments are not organized. But it is very important that you work in an organized environment where you have this insurance and medical support. Even if it is not there, you can start agitating through your people to do what? To bring that to bear. Is it possible? Very possible. Leave policies. We cannot keep working from 1st of January to the 31st of December every year. We will break down. So there has to be leave policies. Training and career development. We can never overemphasize the need for training, retraining, and then career development. It is very important that when you work in a place, you move. There should be job rotation. You move from one department to the other department so that you can grow career-wise. So unionism is simply the structure that supports these negotiations. Because it's only when there is a union that is when the voices of everyone in that sector can be amplified. Recently, you guys are journalists. You are the ones carrying the news and all of that. You're more informed in that area more than myself. But we saw what happened to some workers at Dangote Refinery. Was that right? Was that right? Or we don't know what happened. that all the workers they were sacked. Over 7,000 workers, right? Were sacked. And do you know the ripple effects that can cause? Just imagine a father has lost his job. He comes back home. It affects his children because there won't be school fees by the next term. It affects their source of livelihood. There won't be, balanced diet for the children to eat. So it has a ripple effect. These are the things that we must fight against. That is why unionism is important. In schools, what happens? We have unions. We will get there. Why welfare is at the center? Welfare is not extra. It's oxygen that keeps productivity alive. Just imagine that a staff works from January to December, and then there is no other package attached to his. Do you think that person will be motivated into the next year? They can never be motivated into the next year. So when we talk about welfare, the well-being, the welfare of the people, it is not too much to ask. Periodically, we have to look at the welfare of our staff, of those that are working with us, because they have needs. And remember, our needs are always what? Growing, always. So if someone is at a salary level of 70,000, which is our minimum wage, and we know that house rent, house rent is something, in fact, we need tenants union in this Abuja. Who is agreeing with me? Who is agreeing with me? Because one thing is for us to talk about these things, another thing is for us to act. And me, I'm a person of action. I like to act. So we need union in Abuja because the way house rents are increasing. You see that the landlord is driving you out of your house. Hey, you have to leave. We want to renovate. It is a lie. They want to increase the rent, and they know that you're going to kick against it. So what they do, they hire in the guise of wanting to renovate, and then they throw the tenant out. It's just rampant this very year. It's something else. And one person's voice alone cannot do the work at all. That's why unionism is very important. Workers perform better when they feel secure. You know that there is job security. You know that every morning when you get to that office, nobody is going to harass you because sometimes there is sexual harassment. You know that when you get to that office every morning, you will be at peace. Not the one that say, hey, what will they say again? This target, I've not even met with the target, and your boss is coming to rain insults, abuses. It damages your self-esteem. All of those can only be curtailed to its barest minimum when we have union. Workers perform better when they feel secure, when their families are stable. They have health support. Their working tools are provided. Remember, I talked to you about tool of trade. We are not stressed or threatened. Some offices every day is threats. Even you are even praying to God. You are on NSPPT every morning. Your prayer point is, I want to leave this job. Lord, show me mercy. Give me another job. It ought not to be. When welfare improves, companies grow. For those of us that are CEOs in this place, just know that the growth of your company is also hinged on the welfare of your people. When it is ignored, companies bleed talent. When you have an injury on your hand, what comes out? Blood. And we say you are what? Bleeding. That is how companies also bleed. Because when you do not take care of your staff, you bleed talent. The talent will go. Your best hands. Every time you are complaining, meanwhile you have given only one person the work of 20 people. How about now? Let's be fair. Let's be humane. understand that first of all, we are human beings before that title, founder, CEO, MD. Let's take it easy. I have a case study here. We all know ASU, Academic Staff Union of Universities. For years, ASU has negotiated with the Nigerian government over funding for public universities, better salaries, improved teaching facilities, autonomy in universities. Why are they able to meet the needs of ASU? Why? Why? Unionism. Because they are together. Hello. Because they are together. That's why they are able to meet the needs. Why the constant strikes are painful? They demonstrate how collective bargaining can keep national attention on education. It's not because those lecturers are wicked. It is not even out of place for them to go on strike. But it's because they want to achieve a purpose. And then let's not forget the consequences. They are usually consequences. Without ASU's organized voice, university welfare would have collapsed long ago. True or false? True. What about the NLC, the Nigerian Labour Congress? They negotiated, the first time it was 30,000 naira minimum wage. It wasn't perfect even at that time, but it was what? A milestone. It was a national milestone. It came through what? Advocacy, it came through strike, it came through policy, dialogue, it came through solid national solidarity. Each and every one of us, we supported the Nigerian Labour Congress when they were agitating for the 30,000 before it was later increased. Was it answered? Yes. Was it easy? No. So we must always have it at the back of our minds that creating unions is, number one, it's not easy. Number two, you need the right set of people with the right frame of mind to be able to have a very good union. Number three, there must be people who are willing to go all the way through, not those that are going to take to the side of the government or maybe the institution that is even causing the problem. We are trying to solve it from the bottom. Then some people will just go and then take some amount of money and everything dies down. No, that's not what we want. What about the Nigerian Medical Association, the NMA? Doctors have repeatedly bargained for hazard allowances, better hospital equipment, insurance, residency training funds. These negotiations directly affect national health outcomes when doctors are cared for. When doctors are cared for, patients are safer. Do you know that? Imagine a doctor that hasn't eaten because maybe he doesn't have enough money with him. What happens to the patients that day? May God not allow us to get to the hospital when the doctor is not in good condition. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay. So I would just like to give us a quote, because I can see that the MC is already standing and I respect time. Every welfare, we have social progress also. And every welfare gain in one sector becomes a reference point for others. I have listed out some institutions that made progress, massive progress. So we can also do that by the time we are creating our tenant union in Abuja. Think about when you were in school and one student complained about a bad teacher. Nothing changed. But when the whole class signed the petition, suddenly the school listened. That's collective bargaining. That is the power of togetherness. And don't forget our African proverbs that says, if you want to go fast, you go what? Alone. But when you want to go fast, you go together. Collective bargaining is that going together. What's my call to action to every one of us? This is the evening now. Today, I charge each and every one of us that we should know our rights as workers or team members. Participate in associations, in unions, or cooperative structures. Do not leave the bulk and then sit down and complain. I have never seen in anywhere in my life where when we kept complaining, the situation changed. I don't know if you have seen, have you seen where complain changed situation, something you wanted to change? Have you seen? If we like, let us complain, hey, there is insecurity, and we are doing nothing about it. It will still be like that. How can we even do something about insecurity? You start from your neighborhood. You start from your community. I'm a community person. In my own locality, where I live in this Abuja, I am the treasurer of that committee, where we had to secure our environment. We have armed guards that we pay. You know, it's not easy because our people are funny. To pay monthly fees is a problem. Participate in associations. I've said that. Advocate for welfare wherever you are. Don't say, it's not my business, it doesn't concern me. Just because it is not you doesn't mean that you should not advocate. Support policies that protect workers. Don't be silent. Your welfare matters. Because at the end of the day, the strength of any institution is the welfare of the people who run it. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together some more for her. We are honored to have you, and we must apologize that we did not give you in the time that you require to tell us about that. But you have made enough points to charge us for what is to come. Thank you very much. Please celebrate her one more time. We will quickly take a goodwill message. And this time, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a message from one who is representing a judge. Well, judges are beautiful, and they are very well celebrated across the world. And lawyers make the difference too. They told me there are two types of lawyers in Abuja. There are those who live in town, and there are those who come to town. Those who live in town, they get to court just about the time that the judge is sitting. But those who come to town, they arrive 2 hours early because they have to beat traffic. Those who live in town, when you see their beat, it is usually made of silk or lace. But those who come to town, it's original khaki, so it can last. When they give you their card, those who live in town, you see the address, scented card, brought out from a card holder. And it's scented. The address is either a boulevard, a close, or some street name after their chambers. For those who come to town, if they give you their card, normally it's not a card, it's A4 paper that they cut into like 12 pieces and write the address for you. And when you see the address, it's usually near something. They will not finish the address. And when they want to go to the office, they will say, when are you coming? Are you coming in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening? Because in the morning is a chamber, in the afternoon is a restaurant, in the evening is a beer parlor. Depending on what time you arrive in chambers. And if you are coming, they'll say, where are you now? Say, I'm in AYA. Say, you are still very far. Just keep coming. Say, have you reached Akko? Say, yes. Say, cross the bridge. Say, I've crossed. Say, go straight. Have you reached? Say, yes. Have you seen one big mango tree? Say, yes. Say, take right. You will see one old bus that they park. It has no tire. Wait for me there. I'll come and pick you. Please, let's celebrate the lawyers. But ladies and gentlemen, we have one man who has served this country in various capacities. We appreciate him. And if he was here himself, he would have come here with his wife. Please, let's celebrate all men who go out with their wives. Clap for them. May I also have the honor of celebrating one of Nigeria's finest MCs and writers. Harold Spice, we call him, has spoken many years for the blood service group. He has forced all of us to donate blood when we are not even sure that we have enough blood. Please celebrate him. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love his book, The Buhari in All of Us. Thank you. Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a message from the Head of Information, Media and Public Relations, National Judicial Institute, Abuja, representing the Administrator, Honorable Justice B.A. Adejuma OFR. Let's welcome Kolade Umori for the goodwill message. Please celebrate him. He's one of us.
Chairman, distinguished members on the responsibility table, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The MC, let me first start from the MCs. I've known him now quite some time, usually at a Christmas carol organized by a very notable Nigerian. So most of the time, I may not want to go, but because I know I'll be there to enjoy his jokes, I will go. So thank you, Mr. Ben. Thank you so much. I'm representing Honorable Justice Babatunde Adeniro Adejumo OFR, the Administrator of National Judicial Institute. You know, from my own side, you know, we don't talk. We are very conservative. Judiciary will not come to attend functions organized by journalists for that matter. But the Honorable Justice B. Adejumo OFR is a different person entirely. In this case, it's very deliberate that he asked me to come and represent him. He will not come, but he knew I'm going to represent him very well. He is a friend of the journalists. When the invitation got to him 2 weeks ago, we were busy preparing for all Nigerian Judges Conference for 2025. And then he called on me. He said, I got one invitation, and they said something chapel. Do your chapel here have another union? I said, which chapel? I said, the Christian chapel. I said, my Lord, let me see the invitation. So when I got it, I said, oh, my Lord, I know where this one is coming from. They are not from the church chapel. So the structure is such that many of the public will be to be educated, especially on the structure. You know, when you have a union, you have correspondence chapter, then you now have chapel, and so on and so on. So many of us outside here don't even know the difference between NUJ, especially then the correspondence, then the chapel. Maybe I don't know. So if you try as much as possible using this type of forum to educate the public, it will be very better. Then for our relationship with the press, of course, your role is well enshrined in the section 32 and 22, so 38 and 22 of the Constitution as regards your role in state. National Judicial Institute will just ended a good relationship with the judicial correspondent. From Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this week, we have been busy at the Institute with your members, you know, in an organized symposium. And it covered almost about 32 of your members are present. So, His Lordship asked me, he said, he doesn't know maybe this one is different from those ones that are withdrawn. I said, my Lord, when I come here, I'm going to ask. So, okay, go and ask. When you come back, then you tell me what I will do. I want to assure the executive of this chapel that surely the administrator will do some work. But he's so confused that he didn't even know what exactly you want. But when he flipped through, he said, no, is it about food alone? I said, no, it's not about income and culture, but I will come back. So on behalf of my Lord, the administrator, want to thank the executive of this correspondent chapel, most especially, and for supporting the judiciary. Most especially 2 weeks ago, when there was a publication that Nigerian judges have become to ABC, and I happen to be the person who is receiving fire from my Lord, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, to go and correct the perception. And I want to thank Nigerian journalists that they really supported me. They really supported me, and we show what exactly happened. At the All Nigerian Judges Conference, where the brigade band blow on Mondays, we shall stand. There was no judge, nobody opened their mouth. But on Tuesday, it was everywhere that the Nigerian judges, the judicial officers of Nigeria have become to ABC. So I ran to all our friends, and they helped me give a good publicity to correct the situation. So we are very grateful. So like I said, the administrator will send me back to the SO, and the message will get to you accordingly. Thank you, and I wish you success.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you, and we're honored to have your commitment. Please put your hands together some more for me. So may I ask that we especially appreciate Tele-Regency TV. Please put your hands together for that. Yes, they are bringing this live on YouTube and live on free-to-air satellite. So we are live. The whole world is watching. Both your friends and your enemies and your family members are watching. They will see you today and remember you are asking Christmas money. So just get ready. But the beauty of it is that we are being beamed around the world and they are watching us all over. Thank you very much, Tele-Regency TV. To also add that the chairman is one of those behind the success of that station. Please clap for them and clap for our chairman too. So very quickly we will go off to special appreciation and rewards. For those of you who know the correspondent chapel, I will want to just draw attention of the high table members because the next actions are about them. They have been carefully selected by the original list that was submitted to the council was like 62 people. After serious discussion, it was reduced to 24. Last week, it was voted and debated. For those who are coming from outside, it was reduced to 5. And those 5 people now have been further reduced to 3. So distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, from 64 people, we have brought 3 people, and this is because of scrutiny. However, the council, the chapel told me that as is in our tradition, we don't ask for money from our dues. And I said, this is beautiful. But as a trained collector, I've been collecting for the past 30 years. I started collecting brown envelope. I moved on to collect, then I was good. And now I collect a lot. So please, I cannot be MC and just leave the correspondent chapel alone like that. I know the problems, but the chairman is working hard. By now, based on his campaign, he should have had a boss. It's the usual tradition of every year giving members rice. I asked him yesterday, I said, Mr. Chairman, have you bought the rice? He said, no, we are still believing God. I know they don't farm rice in heaven. But I know that these people coming can make that rice happen. Hello? Hello? So it's not the chairman that I'm trying not to look at him so that he will not discourage me from saying what I want to say. But I'm saying that the capacity of people on the high table and those who have followed them here, we cannot live here without at least 300 bags of rice. Hello? Hello? We can't. Because our members are 320. Even only 300 get rice. You made the 20, we can buy for them by ourselves. But distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the focus, however, is not on what these people will give to us, because they have always given to society. They have donated their lives to building this nation. They have contributed service many times without reward back. And today we are saying thank you to them for the good job you have done, for serving Nigeria well. Please, let's celebrate them, let's appreciate them. And so, for the first, I'll invite the chairman of council, the chairman of correspondent chapel to come out. I don't know if the representative representing So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of council will be presenting the awards. The third chairman of the correspondent chapel, forgive me, please. If you hear it, it's just missed. It's because normally from the correspondent chapel, you either go to become SOC or you become chairman of council. So there's hope. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the next actually is a very lengthy one. But may I ask that I'll just speak to the citation, because also what we have is a booklet, but we will just specially appreciate it. May I ask that the Director General of the National Blood Service Agency So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'll just, because of time, run through what we have. May I ask the Director General of the National Blood Service Agency to just rise for recognition. Please put your hands together for him. He has held numerous academic and clinical roles, including Chief Consultant Hematologist at the Department of Hematology and Blood Transfusion, Gombe State University, and Federal Teaching Hospital, Gombe. Dean of the Faculty of Basic Clinical Services at Gombe State University, lecturer and supervisor at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels, coordinator of the Northeast Zone Hemophilia Treatment Center, Secretary General of the Nigerian Cancer Society, National Treasurer of the Nigerian Society for Hematology and Blood Transfusion, consultant to Japigo Corporation, Johns Hopkins University for the provision of on-site training on safe blood transfusion as a component of comprehensive emergency obstetrics and newborn care, training in Bauchi State Secondary Health Facilities, and many more. In addition to his MBBS degree, he has a fellowship of Faculty of Pathology, National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria, and he has to his credit over 30 additional qualifications across diverse array of fields, including medical education, data processing, quality control, and medical research methodology. He has also continuously expanded his knowledge and horizon. He is a fellow of the World Federation of Hemophilia, International Hemophilia Treatment Center, and one-time chairman of the Hospital Transfusion Committee, a committee saddled with the responsibility of ensuring safe blood transfusion in hospitals. A member of the Nigerian Medical Association, Medical and Dental Consultants Association of Nigeria, College of Pathologists of Nigeria, Nigerian Society for Hematology and Blood Transfusion, and many more. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, he is a distinguished consultant, an academician with wealth of experience in medical practice, education, research, and administration. He is the Director General of the National Blood Service Agency. May I present to you Professor Sami Ruguda. Please put your hands together for him. So you may need to, it's not easy to tell the professor to come outside by himself, but please clap for him, clap for him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been told that he also has a traditional title of Ubangari Gombe. Please put your hands together. Ubangari. Please put your hands together for him.
On the behalf of the Correspondence Chapel of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, sir, I present this award to you, the award for Excellence in Public Service and Health Interventions Award, presented to Professor Saleh Yuguda in recognition of your outstanding blood service reform and health development in Nigeria. Date is 5th December 2025. Congratulations, sir.
Please, all those who have come with him, can we come and take a picture with him? Yes, take a picture. Later on, when he is also donating, you people will donate and support him. Thank you very much. I think we should hear from Professor. Please put your hands together for him.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The chairman of the NUJ, distinguished invited guests, my friends and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for this wonderful presentation. I just want to, my own is very simple, I just want to appreciate the NUJ Correspondent Chapel for this wonderful presentation. I don't know what to say honestly, but I felt that I don't deserve this award because I just started what I'm doing, and I always feel that I've not done anything yet. We are still trying to see how we can streamline the blood transfusion service in the country. So thank you very much once again, and I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate you for observing what we have been doing from afar. Let me just say one or two things about the agency. As you all know, the National Blood Service Agency is an agency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the Federal Ministry of Health that is saddled with the responsibility of ensuring the availability and safety of blood transfusion in the country. So we are governed by three mandates. One is the provision, regulation, and the safety of the blood transfusion in the country. So we can't do it alone, because one of the major aspects of what we are doing is advocating for voluntary, non-remunerated blood donation across the country. And we can't do it alone. We need the journalists, we need everybody in the country to assist us in that aspect. So may I use this opportunity to welcome or appreciate you, what you have been doing for us all these years, and also welcome you into our cycle where we advocate for voluntary blood donation. If you observe, the blood transfusion in the country is currently fragmented. Everybody is just doing what he feels is okay for him. And this is why the agency was established about 4 years ago, in order to streamline the service across the country. And this is what we are trying to do. And like I said earlier, we cannot do it alone. We are calling on all of you to assist us in that aspect. I'm very sure all of us here, all of us, if you have never been transfused, but your close one has been transfused, you have had issues with blood transfusion at one time or the other, either for your loved ones, children, parents, friends, or whatever, that you are directly involved in their care. So it's our responsibility, all of us, to make sure that what we are giving or what they are giving people in the hospitals are safe. And this is the whole mandate of what we are doing. I also want, because of the importance of journalists in what we are doing, that's why this year, for our National Blood Donor Day, we dedicated the whole day for the journalists. We are going to have a program, we are going to have a one-day program on advocating for journalists towards voluntary blood donation in the country. And the theme of the year is from headline to lifeline. So that's the theme for the year. And we have one of you as our keynote speaker, who will now come and tell us what he feels that the blood journalists can do to assist in getting regular and voluntary blood donation across the country. The program is coming up on Monday, and here just very close to this place at exclusive Serene Hotel at 9 a.m. So we're going to, it's just like 2-3 hour program where we will now have, we'll have a panel of experts, journalists, who will now tell us what they feel the journalists can do. This year we try to do it in a different way. Instead of us always talking to you, so we want to hear from you what you can do to help us. Every year is just either a doctor or a scientist or whatever will come and be blowing grammar, where at the end of the day, most of the people don't even remember what he was saying. So, but this year we decided that the keynote speaker will be a journalist. The panelists will also be journalists, so that they can tell us what they can do, what the journalists can do to advocate for availability of blood in the country. So once again, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for him. He has just discussed our partnership, our long-term partnership. We'll be talking to you about what the journalists can do about blood. But I also need to tell those who are collecting blood. Okay, our Spice knows that you came here to collect our blood the other day. Thank you very much. We donated it freely because we know you are collecting our blood. But in worry, when the same person don't collect your blood, that means they don't draw something for your body. So we also want to tell you that for us to be able to donate blood next time, we need you to speak to our blood. Hello? Who is this support? Say aye. The aye is happy. So DG did not read the last paragraph of his speech. So right now, with the kind permission, I'll go back to the DG so that he can just take the last paragraph that speaks to our blood of survival. Please put your hands together for the DG.
No, unfortunately, we don't give rice. We only collect. We don't give. We only collect blood from you, and what we collect, we don't use it for ourselves. We give the patients. But on a serious note, thank you for giving me another opportunity to say one or two things. We have challenges in blood transfusion in the country, and everybody is complaining all the time that we sell blood is expensive, they will go to a hospital, and the blood is so that. But the truth of the matter is that we can never get it right until you and I agree to be donating blood freely. It's because of the scarcity that some people are banking on it and not feeling fat on it. But if all of us can be voluntary donors, even female can donate, because the misconception is that the female don't donate blood. But they can donate. They can donate at least 3 times in a year men can donate up to 4 times in a year. So what's the problem? So we can donate blood. So thank you very much once again. So I just want to ask, maybe by Monday, when you come for a program, I will count the number of units, blood units that we are getting from journalists. And then this will now be translated to the box of rice that you, the journalists, will bring to the agency. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We will escort you as you are going with a truck, empty truck. Please put your hands together for the DG. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the next, I also want to invite the chairman to do the next award for the evening. I want to specially announce that this, of course, is a special personality, and we appreciate her for what she has done. She's, for many years, she has worked to ensure that there is hope for those who are getting old. Until recently, most families think that the old people in their family are those responsible for the death of the younger ones. They just think everybody is a witch or wizard. She helped to change that conception, even for me, because at one time, the young ones in our family just said, look, I think we need to do something about these old people that refuse to die. We've had a meeting. It was her message that I shared in that meeting. If not, it will have been a drastic situation for the older ones. But thank you, ma'am, for helping to save the old people and for giving them meaning, even in their own lives. Some of them are suffering. In fact, many are suffering. So thank you, ma'am, for helping us. So distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say thank you to her for doing a great job at giving life and meaning, hope to the younger ones, and meaning to the relationship between children and their aged parents. So, on that note, I want to invite the former DG, and let me simply address her as the founder of the Dave Omokaro Foundation. Please put your hands together for Dr. Emen Omokaro. Well, for over 20 years, she has been working extensively in the field of aging. She holds the Master's of Science and a Doctor of Philosophy degree in Development Sociology from the University of Calabar, and a certificate in Social Gerontology from the International Institute of Aging in Malta. She was appointed the Pioneer Director General of the National Senior Citizens Center Nigeria between 2021 and 2025, the first focal federal government agency established by legislation for integrating older persons into development in Nigeria, largely created by her profound effort and her success. Her achievement to set legal policy and roadmap and strategic roadmap systems and engagement mechanism for sustainable improvement in quality of life and well-being of older persons in Nigeria has never been rivaled. She is the executive chairman, Dave Omokaro Foundation, a training partner of international institutions on aging in UN Malta since 2015, and the host of the International Institute of Aging, United Nations, Satellite Center for Sub-Saharan Africa, and co-chair of the UN Sub-Saharan African Satellite Center Council since 2020. She has served as expert group member appointed by the African Union Commission by the revision of the African Union Policy Framework and Plan of Action on Aging in 2022, and as a visiting and lead scholar of the National Universities Commission Nigeria on the development of national benchmark and minimum standards in applied gerontology as course of study in Nigerian universities. She convened the stakeholder group on Aging Africa, serving as the pioneer co-chair in 2018 to 2022. And she is, of course, a fellow of the Center of African American Research Studies and a fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Management, Chartered. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the never aging, ever energetic, strong, dynamic, and purposeful. May I say, sophomore, please, let's welcome Dr. Emen Omokaro.
You're welcome, on behalf of the union, the corresponding chapter of the NUJ, I, Felix Sojo, the chairman of the chapel, present this award of excellence in innovation award presented to you Dr. Omakaru in recognition for advancing the civil economy in Nigeria and enhancing the dignity, well-being, and opportunities for older persons. Dated 5th December 2025. Congratulations, ma'am.
Please put together your hands for her. Thank you very much. She's someone who is not affected by age. She's not affected by retirement. She's kind and generous. Please put your hands together for her. She'll say a few words. She will just say a few words. She's not shy of donation too, but clap for her.
Whenever I step into this premises, I always feel at home. And I've been there several times that I think I've forgotten the count. So I want to sincerely from my heart thank the Nigeria Union of Journalists nationwide, because I think it was last year that I got their own award, a national award from them. And I want to particularly thank this chapter for this recognition. I want to say very briefly that pioneering a federal government agency and building structures from scratch is a very difficult job. And especially so when the mandate is for a demography that had faced sustained neglect for a very long time. But I want to say here that with the support of journalists, with the support of the media, with the support of persons who bought into the passion and the vision, it was made a little bit easier. So thank you very much for this award. And I really want to dedicate it to the senior citizens of Nigeria. And hopefully, since I'm now back to the foundation, and our principal focus is on continuing to improve the quality of life of older persons, I think my partnership with NUJ continues. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. She says she will send the things. Please clap for her. You did not hear her. She said she will send it in due course before Christmas. Please put your hands together for her. Next, very quickly, I want to invite one who is a visionary leader, an economist by training and humanitarian by design, dedicated to transforming lives and communities. Please let's welcome Ambassador Mrs. Angonimi David Ime. Please put your hands together for her. Where's our chair? With a passion for empowering vulnerable populations, she has spearheaded several impactful projects. Notably, she has envisioned a nationwide food drive initiative aimed at reaching all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, started in 2024. This ambitious project sought to provide essential nutrition to thousands of households, an initiative that spans over 3 years themed Project Christmas with Hope. In 2024, under her leadership, Hope Raisers Global Foundation successfully reached out to over 1,000 households with raw food, stuff, and condiments, bringing hope and relief to families in need. She is also driving a revolutionary initiative in agriculture aimed at empowering 1 million smallholder female farmers across Nigeria between 2025 and 2026. Through her tireless efforts, she has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to creating a brighter future for all Nigerians, particularly the most vulnerable. Her vision and leadership, her compassion continue to inspire hope and transform people across the country. Today, as one of our award recipients, we dare say, as the Executive Director of Hope Raisers Global Foundation, She has not only come to support us, she has also come to raise the hopes of journalists here. So I present to you Ambassador Mrs. Amkoni David. Please celebrate her.
Our ambassador, our colleagues, on behalf of the union, I send this certificate of commendations to you, ma'am. A Life Achievement Award for sustained service to humanity and philanthropy. Congratulations. Thank you.
All right, let's celebrate her. Let's celebrate her, ma'am. Ma'am, it's good you come and make one small statement here. I know that we plan to support you with rice, but you also support us with rice. Please celebrate her.
Thank you so much. If you were here before, I was given the assignment I delivered. I think I'd already talked about what we do. And like I said, and I'll reiterate, Hope Raisers Global Foundation this December is reaching vulnerable households with food items, raw food items, condiments, and provisions to lighten up the burden of the economy in their houses. So I am the one that is soliciting for support at this point. We don't need emails, we don't need people to come to us to take. We want people to give to us so that we can give to the people that are in need of it. So thank you very much, as we are expecting some bags of rice from the NUJ FCT. They are my people, we are together, so we keep working together. Thank you.
All right, if you have ever been to Kano, there is a popular adage among the Almajiris in Kano. When they are praying, they don't pray for themselves. They pray for you. The slogan is Allah Ibaku Musamu, because once you get, they will get. So we are praying for her. Allah Isaki Samu, the Muma Musamu. Please put your hands together for her. So may I invite our DG to help us present the next certificates to our members. Please put your hands together for the DG as he comes up. And this one, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the first certificate is for the strong woman, the one who has shattered the glass ceiling and transformed the NUJ into a world-class secretariat. Comrade Grace Ike. Please put your hands together for her. She is represented here, and the Secretary of Council will receive on her behalf. Comrade Jide Oyekunle. The next, of course, is the Lifetime Achievement Award for sustained contribution to press freedom and journalism excellence. This is presented to Comrade Tita Onyebuchinze. Please put your hands together for her. And the next, ladies and gentlemen, is for achieving the feat of 3-time chairman of Credentials Committee, conducting free and fair unrigged elections and helping to prophesy into the life of chairman. I, JCI, Senator Henry Umo. The next is a Distinguished Leadership Award for Excellence in Journalism Advocacy and in Leadership. Comrade Jide Oyekunle. The next, ladies and gentlemen, is a Lifetime Achievement Award for sustained contribution to press freedom and journalism excellence. I want to add for making women relevant in the profession. Rotarian Evelyn Onyilo, former president of NUJ. Former president of NUJ, please. May I invite also for the Lifetime Achievement Award for sustained contribution to press freedom and journalism excellence, Chief Bob Majirogene Etemiku. Please put your hands together. The coach of the correspondent chapel is represented by the captain of the team. Please celebrate them. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Can we clap for our DG, please? Next, I'll invite the former DG, Dr. M.M. Omokaro, to help us present. This one is a recognition for your outstanding professional achievement, Honorable Fred Itua. Please put your hands together. Congratulations. We'll just take the picture. The next also is the Distinguished Leadership Award for Excellence in Journalism Advocacy, Comrade Victor Chibuike Livinus. Please put your hands together for him. Yes, he's always surprised. He's always surprised. That's how he surprised all of us with Guinness World Record. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's one more. Permit me to also state that we are honored to have this is for Lifetime Achievement Award for sustained contribution to press freedom and journalism excellence, Comrade Chioma Love Amajo. Please put your hands together. And we have one more, Distinguished Leadership Award for Excellence in Journalism Advocacy, Honorable Friday Ebiku, ex-official member of the council, represented by the Assistant Secretary of Council. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right, may I invite all the award recipients to come and take a good picture with the ESCO and members of the high table, please. All right, all award recipients. May I remind you that there's a special dance competition immediately after the vote of thanks. There is a special award for the best dancer today, but I hear that Uloma has been disqualified. May I invite Princess down to come and do for us the vote of thanks before we go.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and colleagues. I want to most respectfully, on behalf of every member of the Welfare Committee of the Correspondence Chapel, deeply appreciate everyone for making out time to be here today, despite your very, very busy schedule. We don't take this massive load for granted. From the bottom of our hearts, we love to say thank you very much and God bless you all. We deeply appreciate you and we wish you a very memorable Christmas this 2025, while assuring you that next year's one will be even bigger and better. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Can I invite the chairman to come and do the closing prayer for us? Okay? Come and do closing prayer. If you are in a state of grace. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll just pray. The prayer will be the opening of the dance competition, and then we'll allow our VIPs to go and take another picture outside. But ladies and gentlemen, the chairman, are you ready for the closing prayer? May I invite Harris Price to come and help us with a Muslim prayer?
Sallallahu Alaihi Kareem. Oh Allah, thank you for the opportunity you've given us to witness such a very impactful meeting. We ask that as we depart here, you guide our steps and guide us rightfully to our various destinations. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll now rise as we take the national anthem to formally close. Thank you very much. We appreciate you all. Now the dancing competition will commence. Just come to the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen. Women is already